Let's get things going with Cash Money Marino as he will join me today. How are you, sir?
I'm excellent. Thanks for having me.
You're the electric factory, is that right? That's what people are saying?
You know what? I need to talk to Ryan Menley, see who runs that Twitter account, because I don't know who posted that or who turned me that. I don't know what it is, but I'm with it.
Well, let's go with it. Hopefully it is. A lot of electricity this fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is year 2 for you. How much different do you feel now going into this season as opposed to last year?
Absolutely. It's a huge difference. I've never actually in my career played 2 seasons at the same school in a row. So it's a learning curve for me, but it's more exciting. You feel more comfortable. You know, me and some of the guys, we sit every night. It's a boring summer, so we sit and talk ball. And, you know, you just trust the guys more, and that leads to better play. So we're excited.
You know, one thing, too, is that you got so much experience last year. And, again, Skyler was kind of the guy coming in, but then he got hurt. You had to kind of be thrust into a role that I'm sure you enjoyed and relished and had some good success at times last year. You were banged up a little bit at times as well. But how much did last year help just learning Division II, learning the league, learning the Missouri Western? How much did that help last year?
No doubt. It was big. It was big for myself, the program, all of us, because you know, you come in, you don't know what to expect. You hear everything about the level of play, and no matter what level it is, if you go up, it's going to be a change in speed and everything. So I appreciate those Skyler, those guys, everybody really bought in, and especially when times were tough. We got through it though, so it was a good time.
Just 4-7 a year ago, it didn't end how you wanted with 5 straight losses. Has that been motivation for you and your teammates?
Absolutely, because it didn't show. 4-7 didn't show how hard we fought, and you know, most of those losses could have gone the other way. You know, just like some of those wins could have gone the other way. So the record didn't really show how hard we fought and how much we bought in. So hopefully it'll start turning out for us.
You know, the one thing that was pretty impressive with you was just not turning the ball over. Only 3 interceptions in the games you played, didn't fumble the ball very often. Is that something you take a lot of pride in, is not turning the football over, especially being a quarterback?
Right. It's definitely important, but I'd like to take the credit for it, but it's not on me. That's on the guys up front, which I'll go out on a limb, say they're the best O-line in the league, if not the Division II. Those guys get after it, and the it's on them. It's on the receivers catching balls. You know, a lot of interceptions are off tips, and those guys came down with it, and coaching too. So I'd like to take credit, but it's all those guys.
Tom threw for 9 touchdowns, only 3 picks a year ago. Ran for 6 more scores, averaged 5.7 yards per carry a year ago. So a dual threat at quarterback. Talk about the offense. You've got a new offensive coordinator. Coach Brown has come in now. You're at the same school, but now a new offensive coordinator. How different is the offense? How different will it be from last year?
Right. I think it'll be very much different. Coach Publish, I love him to death. He did a lot of creative stuff, and a lot of it worked a lot of the times. Coach Brown, as you know, has the pistol background, so we'll be doing some pistol stuff.
Do you like that?
I do, yeah. I do, and we'll have a lot of weapons, too. I'm excited about our weapons. We've been doing some stuff on our own this summer after workouts, so we get to see, just get the ball, throw it around, run some stuff. So we got some weapons, and we got a system too. So hopefully we'll get it to come together.
Do you feel like the pistol can maybe bring out even your strengths even more so than the gun and the zone read type of stuff? Are there more options for you?
Sure, I hope so. I think it will be. I think we'll figure it out. Early in camp, we still got to figure out who does what the best and use guys like that, so I'm excited.
We're talking to Don Marino, quarterback for Missouri Westerners. They'll open up less than a month now. It was a month yesterday. They'll play at Northwest Missouri State to open up the 2018 football season. Talk about some of the weapons that you've got on offense. And I want to start with the offensive line. You brought it up, but 4 of those 5 guys are back as starters. You have other guys that add depth to your offensive line. That could be a huge strength for you, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Obviously, we lost Max Oser. He was the only one we lost, so we're turning all those guys. Sean Rouse, we call him Sean Randy Rouse. We got Swig, Isaiah Colbert, he's my roommate. All those guys are getting stronger. Hayden Eatinger, we're going to have to move some guys around, to fill that center spot. It's going to be something we got to do in camp to figure out where guys fit. But like I said, Tanner Hale, Jacob Olson, we call him Big Sneeze. Some people call him Squints. I don't know if you've seen him. You've seen his eyes before.
Yes.
All those guys. Hopefully, we got some guys to step up too. So I'm excited about them.
How about your skill guys? Obviously, Shamar will be back as a true sophomore running back. Tons of
Right.
experience. Derek Gray will be back there. Others, there's some guys on the outside that are back, and Keelan Mack and Brock Broughton and Eli's back again, and you've added some talent through the junior college ranks. Talk about your skill guys. How do you feel about those guys right now?
Right. Definitely this summer they've showcased how hard they worked. And in our backfield, I feel real comfortable with our backfield with Derek and the addition of JB. He had a good spring. I was excited about that. Shamar as well. Those guys have been busting their tails, so I appreciate them for that. Our backfield should be solid with that line, so I'm excited. And at receiver, like you said, Eli, Keelan, those guys, the returners, Brock, they'll do big things for us. New guys, as far as that goes, we have Joe Horn Jr. He's new. I played against him in junior college, actually. Yeah. So he had a good summer. We have Alan Bishop, just came in this summer as well. Carlos Thompson transferred in. He should be good. There's a number of guys. I wish I had a list for you, but the fact that we're still talking about it shows that we got some guys that can go.
Do you feel like you guys can surprise some people? And they got you 8 and 9 in these polls. Do you feel like you can be in the upper half of this league?
Sure. Yeah, it's a surprise to them. I think it's all according to plan for us. We didn't expect some big rankings, especially how last season unfolded. And they don't. Whoever made the rankings, that's for media guys. That's not for us. We know what we've been doing this summer. We know what we're capable of, and we'll see how it unfolds.
And just with Coach Woolley now in the second year, do you guys all feel more comfortable just in the whole program?
No doubt, no doubt. We know what he expects. We know what all the coaches expect. This summer has been huge for knowing the standard and holding everyone to that standard. So that's been our main focus: buying into the weight room, buying into each other, coming together, and getting ready for football season.
How are you different as a quarterback this year? Are you?
Yeah, I am. I try to be. You always try to improve. There's always something to improve on. So I've wrote down and I set out a lot of things to get better at this summer, and I think I've done all right at it. So we'll see if it works out.
And how's the summer been? A lot of guys are around St. Joe working out together. It seems like this is a pretty close-knit group.
Oh, yeah, it's been real good. We've definitely got closer this summer. Me and Dom, you know what I'm saying, we even forced a lot of leadership in this team because that's where we lacked last year a little bit, I feel like, was leadership. And I feel like we came closer. I feel like we're more as a family now than we was last year. And also as well, we have about 100 guys that has came back for the summer this year as well. So it's like that attendance there is definitely, I feel like that's been the most we've ever had in the summer. So that's really been a big point that we had to come across to everybody. We need you here in the summer. We need you here in the summer, because if you're here in the summer, then we create that brotherhood and that bond. And that's at the end of the day, that's what's going to win this games, win this championships.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Coach Woolley coming in, and obviously guys played for Coach Partridge, you did as well on that coaching staff. So was that a harder transition than some people might realize? And part of maybe why there wasn't as much leadership last year as what there could have been?
I wouldn't say it was a hard transition, but it was definitely different, because you're so used to a certain routine every year, and then them coming in. They didn't change, like I said, they didn't change a lot, but it was just a couple things that was different. But at the end of the day, it worked out, and I'm glad they're here, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy that the coach that I have now, as well, he's better me as a player, and is better my teammates as well. So at the end of the day, it's all good. So
we're talking to Griffon cornerback Brandin Dandridge as they'll open up the season again on August the 30th at Northwest Missouri State. But you talk about this defense. Obviously, you lost some guys that have been around for a long time in the Darian Basses, the Cody Lindsays, the guys in your secondary with J.O. and Dante. But there's still a lot of players some playmakers on that side of the football, aren't there?
Sam Webb, up and coming. He was redshirt freshman last year. He's real good long, lengthy corner. And then we got Jabbar Miles, Willie Washington. They're going to be playing safety for us, and as well as Vontae Copeland, Michigan State transfer. I've got real close to him. One of my good friends on the team, and we go at it every day, and so he betters me and I better him. So what I'm saying, we have a lot we lost a lot, but we also gained some more. So I mean, it's gonna be very fun in camp. I can't wait to camp, and so I can't wait to get closer with my brothers.